Hi, everyone. I'm Stephanie Zimmermann from the Global Mission Team. And I wanted to tell you guys about a project that we did with the VBS kids this summer. We really wanted to get them interested in the topic of world hunger. And in typical Pilgrim kid fashion, these kids did not disappoint. They totally got it when we explained this concept to them, and they got right into action. So first of all, we talked about how even though there is more than enough food produced in the world to feed the global population, there are still as many as 811 million people that go hungry. So we talked to the students, and some of them are quite young, about how they feel when they're hungry. And we wanted to get some of their feedback on them and on that. And they said when they're hungry, they can't concentrate on their schoolwork. They don't feel like playing with their friends. One little boy said he gets hangry. Totally could relate to that. And then we talked about what they might want to do to be able to help people who go hungry. Is somebody, oh, you're clicking the slides. Okay, great. So we talked a little bit about this ELCA Good Gifts program, and it's a little similar to, that is my former self, like 30 years ago in Kenya. I toured a similar project that was sponsored by Lutheran World Relief in Kenya, and they called it the Revolving Cow Program, and that's one of the young calves. And in this program, they got the entire village involved, and all of the villagers were put on a list, and the first family would get a cow, and the cow would provide milk for the family, and they would have that for nutrition. If they had extra milk, they could sell it and make some money, so it helped like these subsistence farmers really like come out of poverty. And the cow would get inseminated and have a baby calf, and if it was a male calf, they would sell that at the market and they could make some money. And if it was a female calf, it would automatically go to the next family on the list. And so you can imagine after a few years of this cycle, they would basically provide a cow for every single family in the village. And they really tracked this to try to see how it was helping. And they would measure it, and I had a slide of a child from this village being weighed. There's the kid. The gains in nutrition were amazing, and also just economically, everybody was uplifted. So we talked a little bit about what they might be able to do, and I showed them this pattern, and I think we might have a slide of the kids. I don't know if that's looking bad on the feed, but well, this is old-fashioned technology. I'll just hold it up for you. This is a pattern that conveniently is a well-known religious symbol. It's a cross. I used to make these little boxes all the time when I was a kid, and each child got one of those patterns on cardstock, and when you cut it out, it looks like that. And when you fold it up, you can do this at home. It makes a little box, right? And they decorated these with farm animals, and they made these little farm boxes to collect money to try to raise funds for, World Hunger, ELCA World Hunger. And all of these students are really aware of farm animals because it's talked about since, preschool. They know you can get eggs from chickens, you can get milk from cows and goats, you can get honey from honeybees. And I honestly thought that they would go around with these little boxes and maybe collect about $50 in dimes and quarters. But they collected $394.63, which is just so amazing, and I couldn't believe it. So they had all this money, and they wanted to help some kids halfway across the world, and they took a vote, and this is what they ended up buying. 4 goats, 4 roosters, 11 flocks of chicks, and 2 honeybee colonies. And I was going to say, yeah, there they are, the 4 goats, 4 roosters. You did a great job with those pictures. 11 flocks of chicks and two honeybee colonies, and a partridge in a pear tree was what we were going to say now because it's almost Christmas. But they did an amazing thing. They took action, and through their efforts, they ended up helping countless families around the world, and I'm so proud of them. And just a quick plug for anyone here who might be interested in this ELCA Good Gifts program. They have a variety of things that you can purchase, and it's not just during the holiday season, it's all year long. So if you buy something for maybe a family member who has too much stuff, they will give you a little card that explains what you were giving them. And it's not just farm animals. You can buy fruit trees. You can buy computers, because they have community centers in a lot of these countries where people need to be able to access the internet. They have environmentally friendly cooking stoves. They have all kinds of stuff. So if you're interested, the website is goodgifts.elca.org. And if you forget that, just Google Good Gifts and ELCA, and it'll be the first result. And I also just want to put in a plug for the Global Mission Team. Our role is basically just to uplift and explain the ways in which Pilgrim is involved around the world. And if that is interesting to you, please get in touch. We would love to have more people doing this. So thank you for your time. Yay.